Yes, sir. Shall we start, sir?
I, CA Mitanshu Singhal, welcome all the attendees in this second session of today's webinar. Without taking any much time, I just hand over the mic to DS Premnath ji. All the queries of the member will be addressed in the last half an hour, like about from 7:15 onwards. All the queries will be answered. So please post your queries in the chat box so that we can sum up the queries and post to the speaker for the corrective answer. Now, sir, over to you, Premnath ji, sir.
Right. Thank you, sir. I welcome all the participants to the next technical session. Yes, afternoon before lunch. Sir, you are able to see the Excel file?
Sir, you are audible me, sir?
Oh, yeah, audible. You are able to see the Excel file, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
we
sir.
are able to see the
Excel. Right, fine. Thank you.
Sir, you are audible me?
Hello.
Hello, Premnath sir, you are audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah, audible.
सर सुबह जो हमने प्रोग्राम अपना किया था उसके लास्ट का जो 10 मिनट 15 मिनट का तो रिपीट करा दो उसका से एक बार जो फिर से जो है
Which one, sir?
सुबह का जो लास्ट का 15 मिनट्स का जो हमारा वर्किंग था ना उसको रिपीट में कर लें.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Okay. See, morning we were working on IRAC norms with respect to CC account. So for that we have taken one CC account file, and from that CC account file we have been we are trying to calculate IRAC norms. So what is IRAC norms? We have understood that the closing balance is greater than the limit or drawing power for continuously 90 days. Then we said it is out of order. Now let us try to understand this again. So for that, what I am trying to do here is, first I am just trying to write one simple formula. Here, if this closing balance is greater than 7.5 crores is the limit for this borrower account. So if this is greater than 7.5 crores, then I want to say exceed in this. Otherwise, I want to say limit. This is how I have written this formula. Now, once I have written this formula, I have copied it to the total range. Now, the issue is, first condition we have satisfied, that is whether the we are trying to find out here whether this closing balance is greater than the limit. But the second condition is, if it is exceeded, is this exceeded continuously for 90 days? So I have to again count whether this account is continuously exceeding for 90 days. So for that, मैंने ये फॉर्मूला लिख दिया हूं मैं. So ये फॉर्मूला एक बार स्टडी करेंगे, तो इसके लिए मैं ये पूरा हाइड कर दूंगा. तो अभी आप एक फॉर्मूला देख सकते हैं. आप यहाँ पे मैं लिख रहा हूं J3 is equal to exceed, then I am saying A3 minus A2, इसके लिए ये 0 ये 1 इसको ऐड कर लेना है, so that whenever exceed is there, it goes on counting the number of days. So इसके लिए क्या करता हूँ, I'll change this limit to 7.51 crores. तो ये चेंज होने के बाद ये क्लोजिंग बैलेंस 7.5 करोड़ से ज्यादा है, तो ये एक्सीड बना लिया है सबको। ये एक्सीड होने के बाद ये यहाँ पे काउंट करते जा रहा है जैसा based on this formula. So here if J3 is equal to exceed, अगर इस this is equal to, यहाँ पे equal है, तो equal होने के बाद क्या कर रहा है, यहाँ पे डेट लेके A3 minus A2, the difference of the date is added to this one, and that is how it is going on counting. यहाँ पे 3 है, ये चेंज नहीं हुआ इधर। क्यों चेंज नहीं हुआ? A3, A4, A5 minus A4, A5 minus A4 is 0. So 0 plus 3 is again 3 only. So जैसा आप यहाँ पे देखो, ऑब्जर्व करो, यहाँ पे is equal to exceed है, अगर exceed है तो A10 minus A9, ये डिफरेंस 2 है। So 2 plus 3 is 5. So now it is continuously exceeding for 5 days. This is how it goes on. Now यहाँ पे आने के बाद this is less than 7.51 crores and hence it is saying it is within the limit. अगर ये लिमिट में आ गया तो ये 1 हो गया है बस। अगर whenever it is going 8.51 then it is started counting. So this is how you can write this small formula. Now इसको वापस लेके आता हूं मैं, so that we can understand again. Now let us see here. So let us check here, Control Shift L. Let us check here how many days this is exceeded. Now you can see here 89 days, exactly 89 days तक आके ये stop हो गया। क्यों? एक बार देखेंगे why this has happened. So if I can select, if I select this 89 and see when is this 89? 24th, meaning 1905 is the row number. So I'll go to 1905, A 1905. I'm going to A 1905. So 24. Now if you can observe here, this amount, this has become within the limit. This has become within the limit because suddenly some 2.77 crores का amount deposit हुआ, यहाँ पे और 2.75 crores का deposit हुआ। So ये deposit होने के बाद ये पूरा account limit में आ गया। So then the RBI circular also says whenever the amount is coming into limit, then try to observe the source of the funds. Now I am understanding here the source of the genuineness of the funds. Is this a real, is this a normal business transaction or not? Now, if I see this 2.77, when we have inquired with the banker, they say, sir, this is an amount transferred from this account. ये account किसका है? ये account है some XYZ. Who is this XYZ? This XYZ is none other than the borrower's related party. Now, what is the type of amount this has come? ये account खोलने के बाद मालूम हुआ वो अकाउंट नया लोन लिया है, वो XYZ कंपनी ने नया लोन लेने के बाद वो अमाउंट इस अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया है। ये अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करने के बाद ये अकाउंट लिमिट में आ गया है। सो अगर लिमिट में आने के बाद ये फंड्स अगेन दे हैव स्टार्टेड डिस्पर्सिंग टू अनदर रिलेटेड पार्टीज, मीनिंग दैट दे आर मिसयूजिंग द बैंकिंग चैनल्स। ये रोटेशन करते जा रहा है। And what we have to do is we have to understand whether the deposit what is made here is a genuine arm's length business transaction or not. You have to call for that data. If you are satisfied that this is a genuine arm's length transaction, then you may decide how to report it. So this is one issue. We are talking about analysis of account. Now further इसमें जाएंगे. Now the formula, यहाँ पे हम फॉर्मूला लिखा है कि खाली 7.5 crores we have done this. but the RBI circular we have seen that it is limit or drawing power. तो ये limit और drawing power हम calculate करके ये calculate करने के बाद इसको ये account पे link करेंगे. So this is the drawing power. Now this is the drawing power. This is the drawing power statement. Now let's try to understand the drawing power from this calculation. Now, from the stock statements that are available in the branch, we have to go on typing this information, right? Now, ये stock statement का template, ये खाली template बना के along with formulas, you should take this file. These are formulas. Now, when we are taking this formula here, be careful. Be careful when you are writing this, because you have to use these formulas based on the stock, based on the sanction letter. कितना margin है, कितना loan दिया है, वो इसका हिसाब से ये configure करना है. Just like that, please don't use it, because we may become fool before the banker. So please be very careful when you are using this formulas here. So ये formula मैंने जो भी use करा है वो इस sanction letter का हिसाब से करे सो है. So please do not copy this as it is and use it. So what I am saying is, one of the article student as a part of this branch profile, you should ask that, this is what I said, resource 1 or 2, after converting the text to Excel in half an hour or 1 hour of time, all the 30 accounts, what I have demonstrated in the afternoon. ये 2 घंटे के बाद पूरा Excel statements, पूरा stock statements लेने के बाद यहाँ पे enter कर देगा all 30 accounts के लिए. So वो करने के बाद ये पूरा data इधर आएगा. So this you have to attach to this statement. Okay, now how to bring that drawing power into this sheet? This is what I was explaining. We have to use VLOOKUP. Why we should use VLOOKUP? When we can use VLOOKUP? We will use VLOOKUP for getting the data. When, see, for example, here you have to bring the drawing power. Drawing power कौन सा file में है? Say in this sheet, this is a different source of information, यानी file. ये file में आपको drawing power information है. ये column पे है, column number 9 from the common data. Now, I'm saying when you can use the VLOOKUP, when in this file, in the stock statement file, you have a date. In the drawing power statement, you have date here. When in two files, you have a common field in drawing power sheet and in stock statement file, the common field is date. If you have like that, then the drawing power amount which is there in this drawing power sheet, which is linked to this date, the same date you have again here. In that case, using VLOOKUP, you can easily bring that drawing power here. So I'll type VLOOKUP. Lookup value it is asking. So when it is asking for lookup value, what should be the lookup value? Lookup value should always be the common field. What is the common field in drawing power sheet and in stock statement, in account statement? Date is the common field. Now come back to, it is saying here table array. So table array is what is table array? Now this is a table array. So when you are trying to use again and again, so it is better to select the total content and define it as, I have defined it as DP. So whenever you are using VLOOKUP, you have to select the total data and name this. So I have named it now. Number 1. Number 2, kindly remember the drawing power column number. What is the drawing power column number? Starting from common field is date. Yeah, say 9th number. So kindly remember, we'll now use this here. Now A2, comma, table array. Now we have defined this as drawing power. The DP, since you have already defined here, it is coming here now. So use tab. Now again, comma. Then it is asking column index number. ये column index number अभी हम count कर लिया है. ये common field date से ये drawing power sheet में DP calculated in the 9th column. So take this 9th column. Then again, comma. Then it is saying, is it a approximate match or fixed match? Exact match. For example, let us use exact match and then we will understand what is true. Now I'll use the false here, which is exact match. Now this is in lakhs, so I'll multiply this with lakhs. Right now, this is the drawing. Let me copy it to the all this cells here. Now ये copy करने के बाद क्या हुआ? NA आया इधर. Why it has come NA? It has come NA because it has come as NA because for this third date, यहाँ पे देखो आप, lookup value A3 है. Lookup value A3 is 3. We'll just see in the drawing power whether you have that. In this drawing power sheet, there is no date called 3rd April. There is only one date called 1st of April. After that, 1st of May. Since there is no 3rd April, ये sheet में it is saying, so 3rd April date is not there. Hence, I am not able to throw the drawing power. It is saying why this is happening, because you have used here false. Now we'll try to use other option and see what happens. Now I am going to this place and then instead of writing false, other option यहाँ पे देखो आप, इधर other option है ये true. इसको true कर लेता हूँ. Then I have set this as true. Now I am copying it. Now you can see here. Now A3 is 3rd April. Now in the DP sheet, in the drawing power sheet, there is no 3rd April. So if 3rd April is not there, but which figure it has taken? The figure, which amount it has taken in this sheet? It has taken the 1st April का जो भी DP है, वही amount यहाँ पे लेके आया है. So what is the amount of 1st April? 787. So till you get next May, then till such time it goes on giving 787 May. Now let us see that. So I'll copy this to the up to May month. Kindly observe the date. Up to May month, I'll just take it now. Let me just take it to the May 1st. Observe here on the May 1st. Yes. Yeah. So this is 30th May. Let me make this as 1st of May. So I'll make this as 1st of May. Now the moment I have made this as a 1st of May, it has made it as 833, which is nearest approximate match. What is approximate match? True is approximate match. Now third, again 3rd May. 3rd May ये drawing power में नहीं है. So it is trying to take 1st May का. I hope you have understood how to use VLOOKUP here. So this is how you have to write the VLOOKUP. Now we have given drawing power, but the RBI circular says limit or drawing power. Now limit क्या होता है? Limit का schedule भी देखेंगे अभी. I'll just go to that sheet which is limit here. Now this is a statement which is of limit. Now I have grouped this as limit here. यहाँ से यहाँ तक इसको define कर लिया हूँ मैं. and this is a column number 11. This limit I have seen the sanction letter, and from that I have just typed all these things. Okay, now we'll go back into this. Now, what is the condition of RBI? It is saying that limit or drawing power, whichever is lower. So how should I write this formula now? So what I do now is I will add this here, minimum of drawing power. So I'll again copy this, Control C, copy, Control V. This is this drawing power or limit? This should be limit. Then multiplied by 1 lakh. So now I will close this. Now minimum of drawing power, or sorry, this is 11. So kindly look at this. Kindly look at this. This is not number 9. This is 11. Now make this. Now you can see here, drawing power or limit, whichever is lower, is coming here. Now you can see here. So you can go on seeing here, it will go on changing whatever is the drawing power or limit, whichever is lower, has changed now. Now ये change होने के बाद अभी देखेंगे इधर. Now we have to change this also. Now अभी ये limit, खाली limit है. What you should take? You should take this amount, which is limit or drawing power. So इसका link देना है इधर. इसका link क्या होता है? I2 instead of 7.5 lakhs, I am saying this as I2. तो इसको copy कर लेंगे. So copied. Now let us see. How many days this is outstanding. So again, Control Shift L. Then let us see here. Can you notice here now? Earlier it was 89 days. Now you can see this is 176 days. It is continuously overdrawn. So पहले बैंकर ने बताया कि ये अकाउंट एनपीए नहीं है. हम ड्राइंग पावर बराबर से कैलकुलेट करने के बाद, इसको लिंक देने के बाद, ऑब्जर्व करने के बाद, नाउ यू आर एबल टू से दिस इज अ एनपीए अकाउंट. दिस इज हाउ you can use Excel to find out whether an account is properly configured or not. Now this is one issue. So please remember, we have talked about one thing, IRAC norms. Second issue, what we said, second issue is the funds issued are not used for the purpose for which it is sanctioned, meaning we are saying that these funds are diverted. Now let us see how to identify diversions in this. Now let us see how to identify the diversions in this. Now diversions कहाँ से हम identify कर सकते हैं इसको? Diversions can be identified from the description. Now I have seen in the description something called HDFC. Now let me filter this and see how many HDFCs are there. Then this is HDFC. Now इतना सारा HDFC का checks आ गया है इसमें. And थोड़ा जगह में है ECS, थोड़ा जगह में चेक्स भी दिया है. Now you can see here 57,600, यानी कितने अमाउंट्स है ऐसा. So if you filter here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 EMI loans which are of different figures. 4 EMI loans है यहाँ पे. तो पूरा मिलके कितना अमाउंट हुआ? पूरा मिलके कितना अमाउंट हुआ? 14 lakhs है. लास्ट यू विल फाइंड हियर 14,31,000 है. Yes. Now when you are using some technology, when you are working something in the Excel, you made an observation here. ये observation होने के बाद, observe करने के बाद क्या करेंगे आप? एक scribbling pad लेके इसका ऊपर आप लिखते हैं HDFC के लिए इतना सारा लोन्स डाइवर्ट हो गया है. HDFC इंस्टॉलमेंट्स आर पेड फ्रॉम द CC अकाउंट करके ये आप ये रिमार्क एक स्क्रिबलिंग पैड में लिख देता है. तो स्क्रिबलिंग पैड में जो भी नोटिंग्स हो रहा है वो सब आपका LFAR या MOC में जाएगा क्या? कुछ कंट्रोल है हमारे पास? नंबर 1 ये कंट्रोल नहीं है. नंबर 1. नंबर 2 और हमारे ऑफिस में 3 और 4 रिसोर्सेस आर वर्किंग. सो वो लोग कैसे काम कर रहे हैं? से इन नोएडा 1 ब्रांच यू गॉट इट, यू आर वर्किंग इन गाजियाबाद. अब जो भी नोएडा में वो बैठ के स्क्रिबलिंग पैड में लिख रहे हैं, आप क्या देख सकते हैं क्या इसको? नहीं देख सकते. सो when you are taking this into an Excel and this Excel is put into the Google Drive, then you can observe all your resources, what they are doing simultaneously. You can work. That is what the benefit of this technology. Now the point is, how do you take this? Now अभी देखो ये 14,31,000 है. मैं अभी फिल्टर निकाल दूंगा. मैं फिल्टर निकालने के बाद पूरा अमाउंट HDFC and amounts have gone now. Now what is the amount you have taken? You don't know. So when you are working on an Excel, you should work in such a way that your documentation or working papers or reporting should go automatically. जो भी रिपोर्टिंग्स हो रहा है वो सब अपने आप रिपोर्ट होते जाना है. आप सिर्फ यहाँ से कॉपी पेस्ट करके वहां पे डालना है. अब देखेंगे कैसा टैबुलेट करेंगे इसको. सो now you have seen here something called HDFC. और भी जो बहुत सारा है देखेंगे अभी एक बार फिल्टर में. then there is something called कोटक. अब देखिए कोटक का इतना सारा कोटक का लोन्स है. now and total amount paid to Kotak is something like 7,30,000. पहले कितना था? 14 lakhs था. अभी ये 7 lakhs है. Remember, total 21 lakhs of amount has been diverted throughout the year. छोड़ देंगे. And let us see again something called Tanishq is something there. TANI. इसको भी select करेंगे. ये पूरा it looks like Tanishq and he is a steel trader. Then why we will? It is a gold company, gold trading company. So we can just see the total amount paid to Tanishq is 1.4 crores. Earlier 21. Now it has become 1.61 crores of amount diverted, which is not for the business purpose. Now ये सब कहाँ पे नोट करेंगे आप? कैसे नोट करेंगे आप? अपने आप automatically. Just let us see that. Now जो भी observe करा है आपने. So here I am trying to write, say, number of transactions. This is the total amount diverted. So is equal to sum F. एक स्लाइड में आप देखा है ना जो भी फॉर्मूलाज यूज करना है. क्या क्या फॉर्मूलाज बताया आपने? सॉर्ट, फिल्टर, इफ. दिस इज इफ. पाइवोट देख लिया है, वी लुकअप भी देख लिया है. नाउ आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. I am not going to go beyond this 5 only. So इतना सारा 5 में कितना transactions you are able to analyze, और जितना सारा documentation हो रहा है आप observe करो एक बार कितना आसानी से हो रहा है audit. Now please understand this. Now range, sum if it is asking for the range. ये range क्या होता है? HDFC कहाँ पे है? HDFC is there in this description. So again, when I said, when you are using VLOOKUP, I said you have to define the range. Now in sum if also, when you are trying to use a range, define the range. I am selecting this range and defining this as narration in a short form NARRA. I have defined it. So ये HDFC होने के बाद क्या करना है? जितना भी ये HDFC का रो में है वो पूरा अमाउंट टोटल करना है. सो ये रो में टोटल होना है. सो इसका भी डिफाइन कर लेंगे डेबिट करके. समवेयर यू हैव टू टोटल दिस, क्रेडिट्स भी टोटल करना है. सो इसको भी डिफाइन करेंगे क्रेडिट करके. तो करने के बाद यहाँ पे आके नाउ इज इक्वल टू सम इफ रेंज. व्हाट इज द रेंज? वी हैव डिफाइंड नाउ एज NARRA. So tab, comma, criteria. What is the criteria? In this description column called narration, you find HDFC का ये 4 अक्षर आपको उसमें दिखे तो वो पूरा जहां भी HDFC है वो पूरा आप टोटल करना है. Then why this star dot star? I hope you understand. When I am searching for a file in the Excel, हम क्या कैसे सर्च करते हैं फाइल के लिए? पूरा सारा एक्सेल फाइल्स एक जगह में लेके आना है, सर्च करना है. कैसे सर्च करते हैं आप? स्टार डॉट एक्सएलएस बोलते हैं, स्टार डॉट डीओसी, स्टार डॉट टीएक्सटी. दीज आर ऑल दी. अगर आप स्टार डॉट टीएक्सटी, अगर आप स्टार डॉट टीएक्सटी कर लिए, सो अगर स्टार डॉट टीएक्सटी करने के बाद क्या होता है, वो पूरा टेक्स्ट फाइल्स एक जगह लेके आता है. स्टार डॉट एक्सएलएस, सो पूरा Excel files एक जगह लेके आता है. So for this star is called as wild card. So in this description column, wherever you have in this description column, wherever you have the word HDFC, ये सब total कर देंगे इधर. So that is, so what is the criteria? This is the criteria. Now since says it is comma. Now what is that you have to sum? Should you sum balance or deposits or withdrawal? Which one we should total this column. So this column withdrawal column total करना है. So ये withdrawal column को हमने अभी DR करके define कर लिया है. So close this. Now you can see, do you remember we have seen 14 lakhs total. So जितना transactions है इसके लिए तो count if COUNT count if range. What is the range? NA or RA? Then what is the criteria? Criteria यही है HDFC. तो total 47 transactions during the year. 4 loans देखे हैं ना हमने. So 4 loans meaning 12 fours 48. 48 installments, 48 payments have been made during the year to an extent of this. Now YC कोटक भी है, SBI भी है, तनिष्क भी है. So इतना सारा क्या क्या अमाउंट्स है देखेंगे एक बार. So एक फॉर्मूला लिखने के बाद ये दोनों सेलेक्ट करके एक ही बार कॉपी कर लीजिए. तो कॉपी करने के बाद टोटल करके देखिए आपको टोटल आ रहा है 1. लेट मी जस्ट टोटल दिस इज इक्वल टू सम. पूरा 1.63 crores of amount has been diverted out of. Kindly remember this 1.31, 1.63 crores. Kindly remember this because we have somewhere we will be doing the profit of this. Based on the stock statement, I am trying to find out what can be the profit of this business. So तब ये amount use करेंगे हम. लेकिन यही statement में somewhere interest भी है, तो interest को भी एक बार देखेंगे. So I'll just take Control C and paste here. Now total amount debited, total amount of interest debited during the year is this is 13 crore, 1.36 crores of interest is debited during the year. So this is how you can find out the diversions in this account statement में. Now पूरा सा पूरा इसमें 2300 रोज है. 2300 रोज में कई जगह दूसरा डिफरेंट नेम्स भी यूज कराऊंगा. सबके लिए ऐसा करना बहुत मुश्किल है. इससे और एक आसानी टूल से एनालाइज करेंगे इसको. सो देखते हैं अभी यहाँ पे. फर्दर यू हैव सीन हियर some amount is coming here, some account number. Now हमने बैंकर से पूछा ये अमाउंट, ये नंबर क्या है. ये बोलता है ये नंबर है जिसको ये विड्रॉयल कर लिया. ये अमाउंट हैज बीन ट्रांसफर्ड टू दिस अकाउंट नंबर. अच्छा ठीक है. तो इसका अकाउंट नंबर किसका है आप, मैं बैंकर बोलता है मैं आपको सारा अकाउंट नंबर जो भी है ब्रांच का वो पूरा लिस्ट दे देता हूँ, आप देख लीजिए. So this is the list of all the bank accounts in that branch, and these accounts may be FD account, RD account, CC account, term loan account, current account, SB account, whatever account may be, all that accounts which are running into 38,000 अकाउंट्स है वो ब्रांच में, वो पूरा सा पूरा लिस्ट दे दिया है। सो ये देने के बाद यहाँ पे अकाउंट नंबर है और यहाँ पे भी अकाउंट नंबर है। सो हम क्या फॉर्मूला यूज कर सकते हैं इधर, अभी सीखा है हमने, वी लुकअप। So what is that lookup value? The column where you have the account number, comma. What is the table? I have defined this deposit as DEPST. So tab. Now what is the column number where you have the account name 2? Now should I use approximate match or exact match? So data pura hai, so I will use false. Now since brought forward is not there, which is not relevant for us, so what I'll do is I'll just copy this to the total here. Now you can see here some name coming here as PSVV, some infra आ रहा है. So I'll just देखता हूँ क्या है पूरा नाम. So I'll just deselect NA. अगर देखने के बाद मालूम हुआ ये पूरा सा पूरा कंपनी का नाम है, ये पूरा का पूरा कंपनी नाम 15 crores of rupees have been diverted to them, to these persons. मैं अभी देखना चाहता हूं ये पूरा जो भी लोग हैं ये पूरा ये बोरोवर से रिलेटेड पार्टी है या नहीं है. सो मेरे को कैसा मालूम होता है कि ये लोग, ये बोरोवर लोग और ये लोग रिलेटेड है. कहीं डेटाबेस मिलेगा क्या हमको? अगर ये कॉर्पोरेट है, आप देख सकते हैं इधर ये कॉर्पोरेट है, तो is there a place where we can search for the details so that we can establish a link between these two people? Is there a source? Yes, that source is ROC. Let me take you to that ROC site now. This is the ROC. This is not exactly an ROC site. This is one site called toffler.in. Toffler.in. I repeat, toffler.in. By the way, you are able to see this site. You are able to see this file. This.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I will type PVV infra. Now this company has come here. Now ये पूरा ROC बैकएंड से लेता है डेटा, जैसे API प्रोग्राम बोलता है इसको. और आपको मालूम है अगर ट्रेन टिकट करना है तो खाली IRCTC में जाके नहीं करना है, और दूसरा बहुत सारा प्राइवेट साइट्स उसके साथ में आप कर सकते हैं. और when you want to know whether the train is running on time or not, you will also be looking at some sites which are private sites. वो क्या करता है, वो प्राइवेट साइट्स ने ये गवर्नमेंट साइट्स के बैक एंड से API का प्रोग्राम से वो पूरा डेटा निकल के in the way in which they want to disclose, they will disclose. You see, this is the same information which is there in the ROC, but they are showing it in a different manner here. When the AGM is happened and all those things they are showing here, and you can also see the directors' informations and all here. Now what I am trying to do here is, let me check up here. This is only for example. I am just trying to show you. I have nothing against this company. This company is not involved in the transactions what I am showing you. This is just an example I am just telling you. So expand. Now expand करने के बाद you will find here all the directors here. Now this director is in how many companies he is? This director is director in these 3 companies. Okay. और दूसरा देखेंगे, इसको expand करेंगे. ये expand करने के बाद आपको मालूम हो रहा है इधर ये डायरेक्टर और ये डायरेक्टर ये कॉमन कंपनी में डायरेक्टर्स है. ये कंपनी में ये दोनों डायरेक्टर्स है, ठीक है ना. और यहाँ पे देखेंगे अभी इसको भी expand करेंगे और इसको expand करेंगे. तो एक्सपैंड करने के बाद ये डायरेक्टर और ए डायरेक्टर इसमें कॉमन होल्डिंग है, और दूसरा देखेंगे और ऐसे दूसरा देखेंगे इधर, और ये भी अब देख सकते हैं इधर कॉमन होल्डिंग है, यहाँ पे कॉमन होल्डिंग है, यहाँ पे कॉमन होल्डिंग, यहाँ पे कॉमन होल्डिंग। देखिए आप कितना नेटवर्क बना लिया है इसमें। दिस इज हाउ, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस इज a fraudulent company, I am only trying to say a complicated web is created here. इतना सारा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड वेब से ही जीएसटी फ्रॉड्स हो रहा है। यहाँ से आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस एन एग्जांपल, आई एम ओनली सेइंग that this company may give a dummy invoice to this company or somewhere else, and then this is how this goes on routing it. Now what you are doing is, the moment if you have noted any of the borrower here and that borrower's directors or directors in any of these companies, then simply अभी ये तो पेड वर्जन में आएगा, छोड़ दीजिए, आप एक्सेल में जाना है, आरओसी साइट पे जाके ये पूरा डायरेक्टर्स का लिस्ट डाल के वहां से यू जस्ट टेक आउट ऑल द कंपनीज एंड पुट इट इनटू अ डेटाबेस। नाउ क्रिएट वन डेटाबेस। वो डेटाबेस बनने के बाद आप, नाउ आई जस्ट स्टॉप द शेयरिंग एंड देन गो इनटू आवर वर्क हियर। नाउ so then I have understood these are all related parties, somewhere or other they are related. Now I want to know in one shot how much of amount has been diverted to HDFC, to all these related parties, all in one shot. I want to get all those. So let us देखते हैं कौन सा tool use करना है। Insert pivot table, pivot table. Now in which field you have descriptions? ये description में पूरा account numbers and नाम and description and narration है HDFC वगैरह, so इधर डाल दिया हूं मैं अभी। तो इसमें कितना विड्रॉयल्स है ये पूरा अकाउंट्स में यहाँ पे डालना है, तो कितना डिपॉजिट्स है इसमें यहाँ पे डालना है, और कितना नंबर है वो ये इधर लीजिए। सो कितना नंबर है, तो इसके लिए क्या करना है, वैल्यू फील्ड सेटिंग, ये काउंट करना है, नॉट ए सम, यू टेक इट एज ए काउंट। now let me I'll just move this further here. Now here I want to get the name of the persons here because number is there. So again we use VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP this account number, then deposit is what we have defined, then 2, then false. So then you copy it to the total range. Now you can see here kitna hai pura amount. This is the amount. Now is there HDFC in this? Again search for HDFC in this. Pura HDFC 14 lakhs aaya hai. Then is there anything else? Now we have seen that Tanishq is there again. So Tanishq कितना है 14 crore, 1.4 crores है. So this is how you can just copy this and paste it in the report. Then you just select all these numbers, जो भी numbers है पूरा select करना है. Like this you will select and make this. Now this is an amount which is transferred to them. Now once you take these amounts, now you पूरा select करो, इसको select करके ये report में paste कर देना है. So this is how this is what I said. As you are working in the Excel, the documentation and working paper should go along with you like Vodafone. Wherever you go, connection should follow. In that way, you have to design your work process so that you will not spend any additional time in reporting. So this is what is the advantage of these things. Okay. So what is that we have said? What is that we have learned now? What we have learned till now is IRAC norms we have verified. Number one, we have verified the amount of diversions in this. Now we'll verify most important and very important one, analysis of the stock statements. Now let's take this analysis of stock statement. क्योंकि अभी तक तो हम ड्राइंग पावर को क्वेश्चन नहीं कराया है, अभी तक हमने ड्राइंग पावर को क्वेश्चन नहीं कराया है. जो भी डेटा वो बोरोयर दिया है उसको एज इट इज वी हैव एक्सेप्टेड इट एज यस ड्राइंग पावर करेक्ट है. लेकिन अभी ड्राइंग पावर को हम क्वेश्चन करेंगे. कैसा क्वेश्चन करना है? एनालिसिस करना है. क्या एनालिसिस करना है देखिए आप. तो ये पूरा परचेज स्टॉक, रॉ मटेरियल, कंज्यूमेबल्स, फिनिश्ड गुड्स, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, अभी ड्राइंग पावर में देखा है ना, ये सब इधर ही आ गया. नाउ यू जस्ट सी हियर, I am trying to question now the drawing power. I am trying to question the stock statement, whether this stock is really value worth in the market or not. Kaisa analysis? What analysis? SA 520 analytical review procedure कर रहा हूँ इधर. मैं कर रहा हूँ इधर raw material by total stock, consumables by total stock, finished goods by total stocks. करने के बाद क्या है इधर? रॉ मटेरियल सिर्फ 22%, फिनिश्ड गुड्स सिर्फ 26%. ज्यादा सा ज्यादा मटेरियल है वो कंज्यूमेबल गुड्स है. कंज्यूमेबल का गुड्स का ऊपर आप सिक्योरिटी देके लोन दे रहा है क्या? दिस इज वन क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू आस्क. नंबर वन. टू, नेक्स्ट वन, सिंस यू आर टेकिंग द सेल्स फिगर इन द मंथली स्टॉक स्टेटमेंट्स, सेल्स भी है और डेटार्स भी है. अगर सेल्स एंड डेटार्स है तो हम क्या कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं? हम कलेक्शंस कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. देखिए आप, ओपनिंग डेटार्स है, करंट पीरियड का सेल्स है, तो क्लोजिंग डेटार्स भी है. सो ओपनिंग डेटार्स प्लस सेल्स माइनस क्रेडिटार्स. मैंने तो इधर क्रेडिट नोट्स का बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. क्रेडिट नोट्स का बात या सेल्स रिटर्न्स का बात वो बाद में करेंगे, डिफरेंस हो सकता है. लेकिन अभी grossly we'll just trying to find out. You just see here, opening debtors plus sales minus closing debtors, maybe collections after some small amount of discount, after some small amount of returns. Now ऐसा कैलकुलेट करने से टेक्निकल कलेक्शंस आ रहा है 10,000 lakhs का कलेक्शंस आ रहा है. लेकिन आप करंट वो सीसी अकाउंट का पूरा टोटल करने के बाद टोटल आ रहा है खाली 7,000 lakhs का. इसका डिफरेंस है 3,000 lakhs का डेफिसिट है. नाउ you just copy paste this, take this as an annexure and give it to the branch management and ask them why this difference is coming. Then ये difference, ये 3,000 lakhs जो भी है, ये पूरा amounts, is he banking in any other account which banker doesn't know? Is what you need to ask. Or that is one possibility. Or सेकेंड पॉसिबिलिटी है, जो भी सेल्स दिया है वो गलत है, जो भी डेटार्स दिया है ये भी गलत है. हो सकता है, यानी डेटार्स या सेल्स और अमाउंट इज समवेयर डिपॉजिटेड. दीज थ्री आर द पॉसिबिलिटीज. सो ये थ्री पॉसिबिलिटीज में which one is correct, whichever is correct, the borrower is cornered now. So this is how you need to make an analysis on the stock statement. ये analysis करने के बाद आपको क्या मालूम हो रहा है? The drawing power calculated based on the stock and debtors गलती हो सकता है. Now come to the question. ये आपका CBS ये पूरा calculations कर सकता है क्या? नहीं कर सकता है. ये करने का उसमें facility नहीं है. This is the reason why most of the NPAs in banking sector are from CC account, because the CC account configuration in the CBS is very tough. They are only looking at three conditions. One is whether the account is completely overdrawn for 90 days is one condition. Number two, whether interest is not serviced. Number two. Three, there are no credits in the 90 days. These are the three conditions system can verify. Whether system can verify the qualitative discussion that we are making now, whether CBS is configured to do it. CBS cannot do it. And this is the biggest lacuna in the CBS, which is getting exploited. Now, this is where you have to spend much of the amount of your amount on this qualitative analysis as a substantive procedure. Now, आगे देखेंगे अभी. Now, since you have opening stock, you have current year. Since you have opening stock, you have current year purchases, you have closing stock, raw material, finished goods, all. I think we can calculate cost of goods sold. When you're able to calculate cost of goods sold and you also have a sales minus cost of goods, यहाँ पे देखिए आप minus हो रहा है, negative आ रहा है, meaning they are incurring loss. And you just see here, total 7 crores only profit they have made. You remember how much is the amount that these fellows have diverted? When you have totaled it, it is coming to 14 crores of amount is diverted, meaning they don't have that much of profit here. They have only 7% of margin. With the 7% of margin, can you pay interest? Can you meet sales and selling and distribution expenses? Can you meet administrative expenses? Can you meet interest expenses? Meaning, when you are not able to meet all these expenses, meaning the account is going to become bad in the days to come. This is indicating this is a going concern problem now. कैसे कर रहे हैं आप ये पूरा क्वालिटेटिव एनालिसिस से कर रहा है. ये क्वालिटेटिव एनालिसिस CBS में नहीं होगा. This is what you need to understand. Next comes to, you just see the debtors. I hope you can calculate debtors in days. Debtors in days you can calculate, meaning debtors divided by sales. Sales divided by debtors divided by 360 days, you will get in the debtors in the days. Now you can see here the total, the average of all this debtors is coming to 380 days. The average of all this stock is coming to 600 days, meaning that the stock on which you are giving funding, the average age of the stock is 2 years. What is that stock? Consumables. You can see your maximum part of the stock which you are giving is 2 years old consumables. Now you can understand the quality of the stock statements. Now, ये पूरा गलत है क्या? गलत है करके कौन बता रहा है? कहीं सर्कुलर है क्या? देखेंगे वो सर्कुलर RBI का. Now let me open that RBI circular. Yeah. Sir, can you kindly confirm that you are able to see the PDF here? Please confirm
Yes.
that you are able
Yes,
to
sir.
see the
Yes,
PDF.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, this is framework for dealing with loan frauds. Now, let me take you to the last sheet. Yeah. Kindly keep reading some of the early warning signals which should alert the bank officials about
मैं यहाँ क्लास ले रहा हूँ कि उनको यही देखना है क्या बाबू? देख लो, कोई बात नहीं, देख लो फर्स्ट को देख.
some early warning
चालू है क्या बाबू?
Some early warning signals which should alert the bank officials about some wrongdoings. Please, we read this very careful. RBI circular is saying some early warning signals which should alert the bank officials about some wrongdoings in the loan account, which may turn out to be fraudulent, which may turn out to be fraudulent. अभी तक क्या है हमें अभी तक what is that you have identified? What is that you have seen here? Kindly read point number 20 onwards. I'll just join in 1 second, 1 minute. Yes, sir. Sorry for the interruption. Now, can you notice this point number 24? We have seen in our example, large amounts are diverted. Some 14 crores of rupees has diverted to the interconnected companies. We have just now seen in the stock statement, significant increase in inventory, no increase in turnover. We have seen significant increase in receivables, no increase in turnover. We have seen significant increase in current assets, significant increase in working capital. What else? We have seen substantial related party transactions. What else? We have seen movement of account from another bank, from one bank to the another banks. We have seen here frequent request for general purpose loans. What else? We have seen here not routing of sale proceeds through the bank. Bas hai na? So you can see here most of the 45 points which RBI has said ये पूरा fraud हो सकता है. ये पूरा सा पूरा points we are able to see in this one loan account. Now ये ऑब्जर्व करने के बाद ऑडिटर का क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है इसमें देखते आएंगे. यहाँ पे कंट्रोल F ऑडिटर. Now kindly go through this. Role of auditor. During the course of audit, auditor may come across instances of transaction or the documents point to the possibility of fraudulent transactions. We have seen this now. We have observed out of 45, nearly 10 points we have observed, which may be a fraudulent. Then in such a situation, the auditor may immediately bring it to the top notice of the top management or to the audit committee. Now, do you have the top management का number है क्या आपके पास? यानी email ID है क्या? Audit committee का board number है क्या हमारे पास? वो appointment letter में दे रहा है क्या ये पूरा? अगर है तो एक sealed cover में पूरा evidence डाल दीजिए. अगर नहीं है तो kindly inform this matter to the central statutory auditor, because we are not reporting to the President of India. Central statutory auditor will report to the President of India. Now we should respond, we should reply, we should address our report to the central statutory auditor. So whenever you find these kind of things, since we have no access to the top management, so you can directly report these instances to the central statutory auditor with sufficient appropriate evidence. This is our responsibility as per RBI circular, as per SA 240. This is our responsibility. Now, this is what we are able to see and this is our responsibility with respect to the frauds what we are able to see from this account. Now, so this is about CC account. So we have completed the CC account working here. Now we'll move on to the term loans. So आगे जाके हम टर्म लोन्स का एनालिसिस करेंगे अभी. We'll just take one term loan file. Yeah, this is the term loan file. Yes. So since these are all not relevant, I'm just closing for a while so that we'll space some time and hide it. Now in the morning we have understood. Afternoon. By looking at the headers, you should be in a position to decide in what way this column will be useful to you, right? So let us see here. Yeah. Yes. So let us see here. What is theoretical balance? ये theoretical balance होता है, which is like a drawing power, meaning, let us take, say, suppose you have 1,20,000 is the loan amount. Let us say suppose, and loan installment period is 10 months only. So total EMIs is 10 months only. Now 10 months, 9 months of time is over. Now if 9 months of installments or 9 months is over, then 10th month, what should be the closing balance if he is paying the EMI regularly? 10,000 if he is regularly paying, by the end of the 9th month the closing balance should be 10,000. That is the theoretical balance what is given here. So theoretical balance means the drawing power. Drawing power means every month it is reducing by one month of the installment. So drawing power means, don't get confused with the CC account drawing power. Drawing power means how much of the amount he is eligible to keep it in the account as an outstanding. Meaning, if the outstanding is greater than the drawing power, that becomes irregular. That is what we have seen in the CC account also. Let us try to calculate this irregular figure and see whether this irregular what the system calculated is correct or not. I'll say here check. I'm just checking here. How do I check? Is equal to, if outstanding is greater than theoretical balance, then you take outstanding minus theoretical balance. Otherwise, just leave that column as it is with double quote, close. This is the system calculated. This is you have calculated. Let us copy it to the total range. Okay. Let us check whether Control Shift L. Let us check this. So what is that you want to remove? You remove all the blanks. Now see here. Now, is it matching? Yes. You just see here matching. Every amount is matching, meaning that the system has properly calculated irregular based on the theoretical and based on the outstanding. That is what you can, this is one check you can make on this. Now, when is it sanctioned? You get the sanction date here. ठीक है? So ये sanction date से, मान लीजिए audit date है 31st March 2000 से 31st March 2017 है आपका audit date. Now ये 31st March, let me delete all this. 31st March 2017 is the date of my audit. from the sanction date till date of audit, how many installments are pending? How do I get this? Is equal to dated if initial date, comma, audit date को freeze कर लीजिए, freeze because you are copying it, comma, you want the difference between these dates in what? Months. So inverted quote, month, inverted quote, close the bracket. Now 199 months. Now you can see here. Now बैंक का सीबीएस बोलता है 96 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स आर पेंडिंग, लेकिन आप जब कैलकुलेट करा है आपका कैलकुलेशंस बोलता है 199 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स, बैंक का कैलकुलेशंस बोल रहा है 96 इंस्टॉलमेंट. देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग इन दिस. रॉन्ग है. इन मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस दे माइट हैव रीशेड्यूल्ड द लोन. हाउ? Shall we see that? Let us see that. 96 installments. When he says 96 installments pending, let us see. You can just see the installment amount is given here. When installment amount is given here, I'll just make a very vague calculation in this column here. Total loan amount, limit, without interest divided by the EMI. Convert this into numbers.
Hello. You are audible, sir?
Sorry.
Hello.
Yes, you are able to see my Excel.
सर मैं देख रहा हूँ. मेरी एक छोटी सी क्वेरी आपसे है. क्योंकि सारा डाटा हम काम कर रहे हैं, डाटा हमारे पास आएगा कहाँ से, किस फॉर्म में कैसे आता है? आपने तो बता दिया. हमारा सबसे पहले प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये डाटा हमें कैसे कहाँ से रिसीव होगा.
I'll address this issue, don't worry. I'll address this issue, don't worry. Yeah. So I'm just copying this. Now you can see here EMI installments है, इंस्टॉलमेंट मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट 80,000 है. मान लीजिए आप अगर इंटरेस्ट भी इसके साथ में जोड़ी हुआ है, इवन विदाउट इंटरेस्ट द अकाउंट शुड क्लोज इन 43 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स. नाउ आगे जाता है. अब देखो अगर ये यू टेक इंटरेस्ट एंड प्रिंसिपल बोथ मिलके ये 10 lakhs डालेंगे. लेट अस अज्यूम still it is 124 installments and the loan has started long back. Now how can you still say that only 96 installments are pending? I hope you are able to understand what is going on in the CBS. Meaning, wherever these kind of disturbances are there, those are all the disturbances arising because of the restructuring that is done by the banker with the borrower. They will, whenever the account is about to become an NPA, then to see that this account doesn't become an NPA, then they'll call the borrower, then they'll take a letter, ask him to reschedule it. With a letter, he will go on rescheduling it. And whenever this reschedulement is done, they'll be doing the reschedulement with or without permission of the head office. If he has a discretionary power to reschedule it by 6 months, then he can do it on his own. Now 12 महीने से reschedulement करने का इसको power नहीं है. Then he has to take, for example, he has to take the approval of the higher authorities. So जहाँ पे भी इसको discretionary power है, वो discretionary power से loan को reschedule करते जाएंगे. इसलिए the amount what your calculations and this calculations is showing a difference. Now come back. This is one analysis. Now if this is a way in which this report is given to you, isme both sara very important information. What you want is for how many years the loan has been given. This information you don't get in this file. This is the biggest drawback. Wantedly कर रहे हो लोग, क्योंकि अगर कितने साल के लिए ये लोन दिया है, अगर वो मिल गया तो आप खुद कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं कि क्या इंस्टॉलमेंट्स है, अभी तक ये इंस्टॉल लोन क्यों खत्म नहीं हुआ, ये आप क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं. अगर आप नहीं है, इवन 10th class student will question them that this is the loan start date and this is the loan end date. Loan end date भी can we calculate loan end date? मान लेता है कि 200 installments for this loan has been given. So when this loan has to be completed, EO month, end of month. ये ऐसी formula है, EO month, end of month. From this date, lower date, to number of installments is some amount we have assumed here. Now the loan should complete by 31st March. If 200 installments have been given, this loan should complete by 31st March 2017. By this time, the loan should have been completed. But आगे देखता है, यहाँ पे still outstanding है. This is how you can find out, you can copy and then see this. So this is how you can make analysis on the reports that will be made up available to you, right? Now the query what the gentleman was asking about, how do I get the data? आपको confidence के लिए मैं बताता हूँ, मेरे पास 2000 year onwards I am having all the bank data what I am doing it. So I'll just show you the data which we have taken it, and the file on which what I am working now is, this is the file on which I am working now, LO, loan. Yes, this is the file on which, this is the file on which I am working now. I'll just show you, these are all the files. Now, ये files कहाँ पे मिलता है? Yeah, this is a file, sorry, this is a file on which I am working now, loan balance file. No, कहाँ से मिलता है? आप ये फाइल जनरेट करना क्या जरूरत नहीं है. ये फाइल SBI और बैंक्स BANCS SBI में होता है, SBI में होता है और इलाहाबाद बैंक में होता है, सेंट्रल बैंक में भी होता है. तो ये फाइल आप जनरेट करने का जरूरत नहीं है. ये फाइल अपने आप every day, mind it, every day this file is pushed from the central server to the local branches. Now please understand this. आप ये फाइल्स पूरा जनरेट करने का जरूरत नहीं है. ये फाइल्स पूरा अपने आप central server से every day it will come to the local servers. I'll just show you now.
इसको लिए पहले हमें इसको कॉल करके बताना पूछना पड़ेगा कि ये फाइल हमें फाइल चाहिए, ये फाइल्स की पहले हमें लिस्ट करनी पड़ती है उन लोगों को, हमें बैंक को.
Yes sir, that is what I have shown you in the morning. Audit engagement letter बताया था मैंने, इसमें सारा है. Yes sir. So let me just show you the for your confidence I am just trying to show you. Yes. Now let me share you. I am just sharing you now. I hope you can see here. This is SBI 2016. This is a folder. Every day it will come in the folder. This is a folder 2016, 31st March. Maybe if you are on a mobile phone, you can't see this, but if you are on a system, you can see this. Now these are all the different files which is thrown into the system every day. So please mind this in SBI. The biggest problem in Finacle is you have to generate. What you have to generate, I have already shown you those files. These are all the files which you have to take it from the Finacle, depending upon, again, I hope you are able to see the Excel file. So depending upon the Finacle version, depending upon each bank, they have configured their own reports. So this also you need to keep in mind. Like, you know, the way in which one of your client manages Tally is not the same way in which the other client uses the same Tally. So Tally एक ही है, लेकिन the way in which they configure is different. In the same way, ICICI Bank or HDFC or Kotak Bank, the way in which they configure is not the same way in which PSU banks have configured it. So that much you have to understand, and accordingly you have to go through the reports. That is the reason why I have said in the afternoon first initially, you have to spend good amount of time on the various types of reports that are generated. And these are some of the reports which are commonly generated. So you can go on asking. Anyhow, I have shown you the audit engagement letter through which these files should be asked. Okay, now come back to our term loans program. Now, let us try to understand some workings on the term loan file using Excel. Let me take you to that. Yes. Yeah, this is the file. Sir, you are able to see Excel file, sir? Please confirm that you are able to see the Excel file.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please confirm that you are able to see Excel file.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Now, say you have seen the term loan file. On this term loan file, now I am trying to validate. I wanted to find out, based on the EMI, I want to find out what can be the period of the loan. Reverse working. ये होता है, ऐसा होता है, ऐसा नहीं बात कर रहा हूं मैं. अगर क्लाइंट आके बोलता है मैं 10,000 कुछ पे कर सकता हूं टैक्स, इससे ज्यादा पे नहीं कर सकता हूं. So you know what happens? Reverse working. So in the same way, based on the EMI figure that is provided to me in the statement, in that loan file statement, I want to work backwards and find out what can be the real what can be the real loan period. Once I know the real loan period, then I can immediately find out end of the month, end of the loan period. Then I can find out, अरे ये loan 2007 में sanction हो गया है. Then the loan period, according to my calculation, based on the EMI, is coming to only 40, 60, 100, 120, 180, 240 months. Now 240 months तो sanction date से 240 months हो गया है, फिर भी balance outstanding है. So you can easily question that. So आगे चलते हैं, देखेंगे ये loan period Excel use करके कैसा निकाल सकते हैं. Now for that we have to use what we have to do. I am just writing here. Anyhow, I'll just share all these things. Now I am trying to find out through financial modeling in Excel. Please remember this. This is not a word देखने में कोई crazy दिखता है, high फंडा दिखता है, लेकिन इतना high फंडा नहीं है. A very, very simple concept है. I am just saying here, let me just delete all this and then rework here. Now, I'll just say is equal to PMT. What is PMT? Now with is equal to PMT, you can calculate what will be the EMI. Now, EMI तो वो फाइल में नहीं दिया है वो लोग. So what I am trying to do is I'll just say, as I will just assume something as 2. Let me just assume 2 installments है. अगर ये 2 installments है तो what should be the EMI period, EMI amount based on 2 installments. I will calculate this. Just assume, for example. So I am trying to calculate what is EMI now. What is the formula? Is equal to PMT. What is rate? Rate is your interest rate. So interest rate is already given. Interest rate. This is a percentage. I am using percentage. Then it says comma, comma. What is NPR? NPR is the number of installments. Now I have assumed it as 2 installments. देखते हैं 2 installments. Then again, comma. Now PV बोलता है present value. What is this present value? Present value है आपका loan amount. So ये डालने में आप पहले minus डालना है इसमें. Minus. So once you put this installment amount will come to, if this loan amount has to be paid in 2 installments, including interest, the installment will be some 1 lakh or something. Okay, this is how you calculate the EMI. Now what you want? I have to verify this. How to verify? A very simple formula called goal seek in the goal seek in Excel. Let me explain this. Let me explain what a goal seek is very easily. मान लो आप इंटरेस्ट है एनुअल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है 8.5%. months, number of months loan period is 60 installments. Loan amount is 7.5 lakhs, right? Now what is the EMI? What is the formula I said now? Is equal to PMT rate. What is the rate? 8.5 by 12, comma. What is NPR? 60 NPR, comma. Now what is PV? Minus loan amount. So this is the installment. Now the biggest problem is in the statement what we have just now seen, the banker ने installment दिया है, लेकिन installment, number of installments for which the loan is given, he is not given. So we are trying to find out. But what is that banker has given? Banker has given this EMI. Now I am trying to check here. I am trying to check here with this EMI, banker EMI minus the EMI what I have calculated, I have written here. Now I am going to use goal seek now. Data, what if goal seek what? This should become 0. Sorry. This amount should become 0. Why it should become 0? When the banker installment is my installment and banker installment is matching, then it will become 0. When at that point, I want to know how many months it is. This is what we are trying to see. Now I want to make this difference as 0. I want to make the difference between these two as a 0, changing what? I want what now? I want number of installments. So I will change this. So ये difference पूरा 0 होना है, ये 0 होना है, ये 0 कब होगा? ये 0 कब होता है? तब ये installments कितना होता है? So ये मालूम करने के लिए we are using this goal seek data. What if? Data, what if, goal seek. Now say okay. Oh, sorry. Let me repeat again. Data, what if, goal seek. 11 should become 0. I am saying this 11 should become 0 so that this month should change automatically. Okay. So cancel. Oh, sorry. Again, I'll again do it. This should become 0 and this should change. Say OK. Now I'll click here. So, okay. Now I'll click here. Now, please see that this figure in this statement, banker has not given the period, but what is that he has given? He has given installment amount. He has given rate of interest. He has given limit. Now, what is that we have found out here? We have found out the number of months. In the same way, can we find out for all the cases in this is what I am trying to do now for some cases. Let us take. Now you have seen, no, initially what we have done in this case. I don't know initially. So I have made this as 60. After making this as a 60, I got some EMI. That some EMI for 60 minus the banker EMI, I got some difference. Through goal seek, I made this as a 0 and then tried to find out what this is. Something in mathematics you call it as a simultaneous equation. So the simultaneous equation is done by the goal seek. Now with this, I am able to find out what is this EMI. What could have been? Initially, I thought it is 60 EMI. Now, once this EMI, the EMI for 60 or 2 is equal to the banker EMI, then I am able to come to know this actual EMI for which the loan is given. Now, AE process, I wanted to do it on this data. Let us see that. Now, is equal to PMT. What is the rate? 14.5% divided by 12. Now, if you know it is quarterly, then accordingly you change it. Then NPR. What is this NPR? This NPR we have assumed like 60 you have assumed. Now I am assuming this as this. Now, what is the loan amount? Minus this loan amount. Then what is that we are trying to do? We are trying to minus this with actual EMI given by the banker. So I am trying to get the difference. Later on, I will run the goal seek. Now I have done this. Now let us find out what will be the goal seek. What if data? What if goal seek? Now I want to make this as 0 by changing what? By changing the loan period. By changing the loan period. Say okay. It has made the iterations. Now I click here. So for this EMI, the loan should close in 3.25 months, because this is some special privilege they have given to one of the customer, and this is once it has become an NPA and then they have run for this row again, for this row again, for this row again, array, and 1000 accounts are there. It's going to take so much of, it's going to take too much of time for that. So for that, what I'm trying to do here is I will try to use macro, just a macro. We have done it, the same macro. I am going to record what I have done now. The goal seek, what I have done, I will now record a macro for the goal seek. Developer, record macro. Macro number 5 is getting recorded. Then say okay. Now give a relative reference, because every time it go on changing. Now start data. What if goal seek, change this value to 0. by changing this, say okay, press here and come back to developer, stop recording. Now here इधर जाना है, fifth macro, run. Because this is 0 here, it may take some time. Don't worry about it. Right? जहां पे भी 0 है वो छोड़ देंगे. Let us see here. So again macro, again run. अरे क्या है? Program करने के बाद भी दिक्कत हो रहा है. No. We have to do something on this macro. Now what I do in this macro is, instead of going every time and doing all these things, I say option, say shift B. Now if you press control shift B, if you press control shift B, बार बार यहाँ पे जाने के लिए you need not go there. So I just say control shift B. Control shift B. Now ये भी दिक्कत है करना. So again I will make this a small change in the macro, very simple macro, very simple. एक sentence add करता हूँ बस. Say what I am trying here is, for each x in range, just some figure I have just drawn here, into inverted comma. Which column we are doing all this process? We are doing this process in Q column. So I'm just writing here Q, close, then I'm saying call. When this is over, then call macro 1. Repeat the macro 1. Again, next, this is called loop. You are trying to put in the loop. Now आगे देखते हैं क्या हो रहा है. Now after this, what I am doing is control shift B. Oh, sorry. Macro number 5 है. So I have just written it as 5, macro number 5, sorry. So I have just done this. Okay. Now control shift B. Now ये अपने आप goes on doing it for all the things. Okay, let us not wait for all this. This is the process what I am saying. I'll just to cancel it, control escape. Now this has already been done in the another sheet. I'll just show you now. So I'm just cancelled it. So end here. Now this is a full done file here. Now you can see here it has become 0 and 256 loan period installments it has given here. Let us try to round this. I'm just making this as a round. Then what should be the end of the month? End of the month, earlier we have seen that program. I'm just copying it to the total range. Now this loan should have completed in 2011. Now you are in 2017 accounts we are seeing. Now why this amount is still pending? These are the questions you can ask them once you make a thorough analysis on the statements given to you. This is what is about the small simple formula and then reworking it. Don't worry, because you are seeing this for the first time. You may have some issues. Anyhow, what we are doing now, I think it is getting recorded. Since it is getting recorded, anyhow, I will share this file, and in this file also I have written what formulas you have to use. What is goal seek I have just used here. This anyhow I will be sharing. This will be very useful for you to practice since you have more time to go for the real-time bank audit. Yes. So this is what we can do on the using Excel. Now I have 2 or 3 files I'll just discuss, and then let us try to close this session for today. Next. I'll just load back again. Now documentation कैसे करना है? So चलिए documentation देखते हैं अभी. Okay. इससे पहले, instead of going into the documentation, let me take you to the right. First, let us try to understand the sampling, and then we'll go in for the documentation. So these are all the full documents of information. Now what I'll do is, I'll select this data for sampling purpose. I'll take this into, I think all these things are there here. Okay. So I'm selecting this pivot table. Yeah, okay, so there's some issue. Now I'll just select only a few things here. Yeah, only up to this I'll select. Right. Pivot table. Pivot table. Now we are talking about the sampling. What is the sampling you want to do? I want to find out how much of loans are there outstanding amount, and how many outstanding amounts are there, what is the percentage of that, and how many numbers are there. Okay, now this I wanted, okay, how much amount is there again. So the last one I want as, okay, now here you will find so many amounts here which is running into all 1620 accounts are there. Now I want to group all this as a stratification group. Sorry, I want to group this group as what? Every 50,000 I want to group. Now every 50,000 I have grouped it. Now I want to see this, how many number of accounts are there in this. Okay, just I'll take out one thing here. Now I want to see how many number of accounts in this. Value field setting, count. Now this, okay, I want to see the percentage also. So I'll just take the amount again here, and I want to make this as sum and value by total. Now this is the percentage. Now you can see less than 50,000 accounts or 3,153 accounts are there which are less than 50 lakhs, and all that is coming to only 9.75 accounts. This is very very meager amount. So which one you have to see? You know very well, RBI says very clearly, as per the LFAR, all accounts of 2 crores and above, you have to mandatorily verify. How many accounts of more than 2 crores? How many accounts? Only 151 accounts are there. Only 151 accounts you have to verify. Now, if you cover all these 2 crores and above, let me take from here, it is coming to around 210 accounts. If you verify all these 210 accounts, the total percentage you are covering is 62% of the accounts you are covering by this. Now, this is how you can decide about what accounts you need to verify. Now, this is one issue. Okay, let me go back again. One more sampling. Product wise, you are trying to take product wise. Product wise, what are the amounts outstanding? Numbers is there. How much of amount is there? So this I want to take it as sum. Now, which is the highest? CC accounts is the highest, which is having 262 accounts. Okay, sort this. Sort largest to smallest. The highest number of accounts you have, 262 accounts. Less risk account is staff accounts. You can eliminate this. Now, another CC account is there. Another OD account is there. So how many OD accounts and CC accounts is there? You can just see here. Now, this 262 kiska accounts hai pura? इसमें partnerships कितना है, private limited कितना है, you just double click on this, you will get a list of all those. Now again, now these are all the. Now in this, wherever you find limited, private limited or LTD, search LTD, no matching is there here. So, okay. Now this is how, since I have just modified some of these things, it's not coming here. So again, you can find out, isme, again, you can go to the data and then sort the outstanding value, start the outstanding value by greater figure. Now you can select whichever you want it in this. So the highest amounts which is outstanding, so you can select those accounts. Wherever irregular is there, then you can also select all those irregular cases as a sampling. So like this, you can do this sampling based on the pivot table. You can just see this is so simple. Now, based on the date of sanction, you want to find out only the latest one in this. So, of course, this, let me just see here. Okay. Okay, now limit. Okay. See, in this, I'm not able to get that. Okay. Once you are able to get the sanction date, limit expiry date is here, or a sanction date. In this also, you can take those things as a sample and then you can carry out your analysis. This is used for the sampling. So on the term loan, on all these things you have made as a sampling. Now after taking the sampling, you want to find out, say suppose you have sampled, you have selected some cases as a sampling, dump all that into one sheet. Now after dumping all those things into one sheet, now you have to do some manual verification. So what is that manual verification you have to do? 152 points of manual verification you have to do. This is here. On what? These are all LFAR points. Credit appraisal, sanction and disbursement, then documentation, then review, monitoring and supervision, then bad and doubtful debts. So 152 points probably you have to verify for some of the accounts that are disbursed during the year. Now, let us try to make this here a small program. Now, this is a data validation. How to create data validation? Data. This is data validation. Through this, you can create this drop down and you can get that account numbers from the sheet. From the sheet, you can automatically get these accounts here. Then select an account. Automatically, amount and name will change by VLOOKUP. Sorry. By VLOOKUP. This is VLOOKUP and this is VLOOKUP. So all that 152 points which we have seen here should come here again with data validation. All that 152 points. Now, you hand over the 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 files what you have selected as a sampling. You hand over those files to one of your article assistant or resources and let him go through that file. As he go through this file, he should be able to identify the lacunas that are standard here and try to type that number here. This number he has to type here. Let's say suppose I have identified point number 1.5 is not followed. Now, how is this coming here? Again, VLOOKUP. So I say 2.3, 2.1, 2.4, 3.2, 4.1. Like this, I keep noting down my observations on these. For in the same way, for all the 120 or 50 or 30 accounts, whatever, now all your observations are coming in one sheet only. As you are carrying out your observations, as you are carrying out the audit, your observations are also noted down instantly. This you attach as a annexure to the audit note And once that audit note is finalized, you take all these things into LFR or MOC or wherever you want it. So this is what is your documentation. Now, remember morning, in the afternoon, I was talking about Google Drive. Now this file will go into Google Drive. Now, once this file goes into Google Drive, I think Praveen sir is there on the show. Now I will, I have, in the morning, I have shared that to Praveen sir. So now I'll open this. Now I'll go back to the file here. Sir, may I request the Praveen sir to kindly type something in branch profile. I hope people are able to see the Praveen sir here, his ID, because I have shared through the share, I have shared it to Praveen sir. When I have shared it to Praveen sir has come into online here. Like you can share this sheet after putting it in the Google Drive. You can share this to all your resource in your office only. You share this to in your office only. Mind it, please. Don't share to all the public in Ghaziabad, only to your office staff. Otherwise, you are breaching your confidentiality. So once you share this file to your office staff only, when they log in, their ID you can see here. Now, once you see their ID, when they make some, you can see here. Now, this is orange color here. Praveen sir, if he types it will come. All the 10 or 15 resources, if they once log in here and they keep typing data in the same one Excel sheet, everything will be updated. This is what is one advantage of Google Sheet. Another advantage of Google Sheet, let me show you. With this, we will go into the last part of our program. Yes. So here I have taken this file. Now I'm just selecting the total data here. Now just see here, explore. I'm just typing this explore. Once I have typed this explore in Google Drive, you just see here the kind of dashboard reports it gives on its own. You have not asked any of those things to the Yes, kindly look here. The amount of loans dispersed on these dates, the total is, because I have selected the date here. Let me select not the customer here. Let me just select, this. Let me select the type of loans here and then say explore. Now you can see here. Because the net speed is not proper, we are not getting the data here. Speed, you can just see here. It will change here. Now it will go on giving you various analysis. Now this is what the type of loans. You have seen the type of loans here. Now it's saying this is what we have seen, the highest number of loans. Now you have seen for selecting, you have gone to the pivot table, you have generated something, you have done some processes, but without all those processes, your Google Drive is giving so much of reports without asking anything. Now again, let's see here. I will type here. I want some questions here. Like say, I'll say some figure is here called limit. Okay, let me just see here. I'll type English like language. The system will take the result and answer it. It is something like a robotic. You type something, it is giving answer. You can just see here, I am not writing any formula here. I am saying limit is greater than 10 lakhs. It is English like language. The moment you have typed, it is giving, these are all the accounts which is having more than 10 lakhs. Now this is the power of Google Sheet. Now आपको Excel अच्छा लग रहा है या Google Sheet अच्छा लग रहा है? Excel only, Google Sheet only, because without asking anything, it is giving so much of analysis. So you can use, you have to use Excel also, no doubt. But what I'm saying is now Google and Excel are competing in the market, and iske wajah se we are getting benefit out of this. Okay, this is one thing. So we have talked about the documentation and all. Now we'll close with the last and final one as to how you can use Excel in documentation. In LFAR. Yes. Sir, kindly confirm that you are able to see this file. Yes. Now, kindly confirm that you are able to see this LFAR file, sir. Sir, please confirm that you are able to see the LFAR file.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Right. Now, LFAR comment, use of Excel. So I don't have time to go on reading it. I am giving the formulas what you have to do. This is just now we have done the stratification. How to do stratification I have explained. How to do sanction, credit appraisal, sanction, disbursement, documentation, review, monitoring. We have seen how to do in the Excel. Now same things are given here. Now, in this way, where how you can use Excel one by one is given here. For every part, what has to be done. Now here, compute discrepancies in interest, discount, large movement of balances and all. You take the trial balance of two different dates, date of audit, date of closing, and compare, make small ratio analysis, then you can able to complete this. So this is how Excel can be used in most of the LFAR places. Yes, sir. So this is what I thought in the limited amount of time I can share with you. So if there are any questions, I can take up for 5-10 minutes. Yes, sir. If someone can sum up some questions and then ask on their behalf, I'll be closing it. Because instead of reading out those charts, maybe some of them, I will definitely share. I have already told this in my opening remarks that I am damn sure going to share the data. Wherever confidential issues are there in the files, those files I will not share it. Those files where I can change the content and share, I am damn sure I will share it for your benefit. Yes, sir. Any other question than sharing the data?
Yes, sir.
Any question, please?
I request all participants, if there is any question, please ask.
Question आया हुआ है सर.
Yes, conversion of 6 rows. Okay. Sir, one of the participant is asking how to convert
Yes,
the 32 columns. Shall I take up, sir?
Yes, sir. Sir, please.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, here it is. So this is CCDP row. This is what they were asking it. Okay, I'll just copy it to the front row. Copy to beginning of it. Yes. I've given the steps here. I will be sharing this file also. What steps I am making, I'm just giving here. Anyhow, this video is getting recorded. Don't worry, I think. Yeah. Now this is the 32 column, 31 column report of 6 rows. Very simple. Now everything is in A column, nothing is in there in the B column. So I will just show you, demonstrate that. Now I'm just dragging this up to the end of it here. You can see in the B column, there is nothing. So what I'll be doing here is this up. I'll just copy this, Control X, and then let me pull it here so that it is easy for you to understand. Okay. Yes. So this is what I am trying to do here now. Oh, yeah. So step 1 is, what is step 1? Step 1, at cell B1, concatenate. What is concatenate? ये सुनने में it looks like, oh, बहुत बड़ा command है. No, it is very simple command. What is concatenate is, I am just adding the content plus A16. Concatenate is just and A17 and A18 and A19 and A20 and A21. That's all. Now you can see here, all the content is come into one place. Again, Apura. Now you have to break this into columns. That's all. Now I have done it for one row. Let us complete this for the total rows. So चले जाते हैं last column पर. Last column पे जाके B column में 0 डालता हूँ और यहाँ से ऊपर जाके let us try to, let me move this inside. So don't get confused. The B is getting merged into A. So that is the reason why I've just kept it aside, because for those who are seeing this for the first time, they may just get disturbed. So this is the B column. I'll now copy it. Control C, Control Shift down, Enter. Okay, now everything has come now. Now let me take it very near to the A column here. चलिए analyze करते हैं अभी. Now this B column has full content. You can just see this 24th row, 23 row content, 23 row has full content, लेकिन 24 row doesn't have full content. Account number is not there. In the same way, 25, 26, 27, 28. Only row number 23 has a full content. जहाँ पे भी full content है, वो row is starting with 1 space 003. So wherever it is starting with 1003, I want to select all those. So select, Control Shift L, select 1 space 003. Now you realize only those numbers which has 1 space 003 is coming here. After selecting this, say OK. Now row number 23, 30, 37, you will find all 7 rows here. This is the 7 table. +7, +7, +7, +7, +7, +7, +7. So all this. Now what you do? You just copy this, Control C, take one new sheet. What should you place? Paste, simple paste or paste special? Paste special, values, because there is a formula in that. Chalo, aa gaya na? Now from here, text to columns, fixed width, sorry, delimit. Why delimit? Because you have some figure here, something is separating the column. I'll just select that separating the column, Control C, then select text to column, delimit, next, Control V. Now it has broken into columns, next, finish. Now wherever you have, like say for in this date column, in the date column you have 4. This 4 has to be eliminated. How? Date, text to column, fixed width, next, don't import, finish. Now when you do this, record a macro and go on using for all the columns, then this will automatically become finally in this format. Finally, it will come in this format. Now you can make all your analysis. So this is what it is. Okay, any other please? Any other please? I have 7:45. I have a US conference call is there. If there is anything, kindly we'll close it.
Okay. Shivam, any further question? Shivam?
I think that there are no other questions. We can conclude the session.
That developer, they don't have a developer in the Excel. You can activate the developer through the options. Kindly go to options and then there you can activate the developer. It cannot be done. Someone is asking, Sumit Agarwal or someone is asking whether it can be done for all. It's not possible. Yeah. Next, please. And what I will do is I'll just type in the column here. 1 minute. Yeah. So let me show you one thing here. I'm just sharing one site. YouTube. I'm sharing you the YouTube channel, which is few minutes of audit. And in this, you have many videos are there. Whatever I have discussed now, all are there with like this is account-wise NPA analysis. Then this is NPA analysis, LFAR and LFAR, then term loan analysis. All this is 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes type of. Now we have seen this. We have seen fund diversion. we have seen importing the file into Excel. We have seen related party transactions. We have seen early warning signals. We have seen drawing power. We have seen fuzzy lookup and so on and so on. So all these videos are 3 minutes, 4 minutes to suit our patience. ऐसा है ज्यादा वीडियो ज्यादा साइज है तो वीडियो वो बराबर निकाल ही देते हैं व्हाट्सएप से. So what I've done is we made it as all to suit our patients. We have broken it into small pieces, and this is available in this site. Few minutes of audit in YouTube. Anyhow, I'll just copy paste in the chart box so that whoever wants it, they can take it. Yeah. So anything else, please?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your kind deliberation for 4 hours.
Little bit louder, sir.
सर प्लीज माइक को पास में ले आइए, आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है आपकी.
आ रही है सर पूरी आवाज? आप भाई आवाज ऑडिबल?
No, sir, not that.
काफी कम है सर.
हेलो, आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to all of you and special sir प्रेमनाथ सर की जिन्होंने सुबह भी 2 घंटे और अब भी 2 घंटे दिया है. और डेफिनेटली जितने भी लोग आज इसमें जुड़े रहे हैं, जितनी उन्होंने बैंक ऑडिट्स को कितना इजी कर दिया है थ्रू एक्सेल, ये मतलब एक वंडरफुल है. मतलब देखा जाए क्योंकि ऑडिट तो सभी करते हैं, बट इन दी सिनेरियो ऑफ एक्सेल इसको हम कैसे बेटर यूज कर सकते हैं और जिस तरीके से रिपोर्टिंग दिखती कुछ है होती कुछ है, हम उसको कैसे एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं, कैसे उससे एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं. तो डेफिनेटली सर आपने बहुत ही एक अच्छा डेलिब्रेशन दिया है. और जितने भी गाजियाबाद के लोग या जो भी जुड़े हुए हैं उससे निश्चित तौर से डेफिनेटली उनको जो है फायदा होगा मेरे बैंक ऑडिट में. मैं आपका बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं सर कि आपने मेरे छोटे रिक्वेस्ट को आपने माना, और सारे पार्टिसिपेंट का, मेरी पूरी टीम का. और ऑफिशियल वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के लिए मैं अपने वाइस चेयरमैन आदित्य से कहूंगा कि वो हम सबका एक वोट ऑफ थैंक्स करें. आदित्य गुप्ता जी.
Thank you, Chairman sir. First of all, I request all the panelists please open their mics and welcome and thanks to our guest speaker CA Premnath ji. Highly respectable our guest speaker CA DS Premnath ji, our Central Council member Anuj Goyal ji and Mukesh Bansal ji, past chairman CIRC, and all the panelists and delegates. I am very thankful to all of you. I am very grateful to CA Premnath ji who deliberate a nice session. सर आपने जो ये प्रैक्टिकल तरीके से हम लोगों को बैंक ऑडिट में एक्सेल का उपयोग समझाया है, वास्तव में ये हमें केवल बैंक ऑडिट के लिए नहीं अपितु अन्य और ऑडिट कार्य में भी बड़ा उपयोगी रहेगा. उसके लिए मैं आपका दिल की गहराई से बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं. हमारे कुछ साथियों ने सुबह में देख रहा था, उन्होंने बताया कि ब्रांच ने जो टॉपिक बताया है उस विषय पर वेबिनार नहीं हो रही है, लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि जब तक हम किसी चीज की नींव नहीं रखेंगे तब तक वो मकान प्रॉपर तरीके से नहीं बन सकता. लेकिन आपने जो शुरू में हमें पूरा ऑडिट स्टैंडर्ड्स वगैरह ऑडिट रिपोर्ट के बारे में शुरू में बता के जब ये एक्सेल वाले अपने प्रोसीजर पे आए, ये मुझे वास्तव में बहुत ही प्रशंसनीय है. उन्हें मैं आपका दिल की गहराइयों से बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ. मैं अपने बड़े भाई एवं सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर अनुज गोयल जी का भी धन्यवाद करता हूँ, जिन्होंने अपने आशीर्वचनों से हमें अनुग्रहित किया, तथा अपने भाई मुकेश बंसल जी जो पास CIRC चेयरमैन है, उनका भी धन्यवाद करता हूँ, जो ये वेबिनार वगैरह करने के लिए हमें पूर्ण प्रोत्साहन देते रहते हैं. सर मैं अपने साथी मितांशु सिंगल एवं शुभ अग्रवाल जी का भी बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ, जिन्होंने एक कोऑर्डिनेटर बनकर इसमें महत्वपूर्ण योगदान दिया, और सभी सम्मानित साथियों का बहुत धन्यवाद. और आज लगभग पूरा दिन देकर जिन्होंने ये पूरा ज्ञान अर्जन किया है, मैं समझता हूँ कि वास्तव में हम लोगों को बहुत फायदा हुआ होगा, और भविष्य में इस तरीके की वेबिनार करने के लिए हमें उन्होंने ऊर्जा भी प्रदान की है. आप सभी लोगों का बहुत धन्यवाद. बहुत धन्यवाद सर.
थैंक यू. जय हिंद.
जय हिंद सर.
आपसे कहना चाहूंगा आपसे सर कि हमें आपकी जरूरत हमेशा.
I'll mail all that content to your branch, then from there you can share it.
हाँ, हम आपकी जरूरत पड़ती रहेगी. फ्यूचर में भी आपका हमें सहयोग चाहिएगा.
Yes sir.
भविष्य में भी आपकी जरूरत पड़ती रहेगी, हमें आपका सहयोग चाहिएगा पूरा हमेशा पूरा.
Yes. This Excel can be used in most of the GST reconciliations also. Once this session is over, once this bank audit is over, then we can see how FAFD forensic में कैसा use करता है, GST में कैसा use करेंगे, ये सब we can practice it. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Jai Hind sir.
ठीक है, थैंक यू आदित्य जी।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू शिवम जी।
यस, थैंक यू सर। इसे सर मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ अब।